All right, here's my weekly video for week 32 of 2020, 2021 school year, April 19th through April 23rd with Mr. Fuchs at Turner Elementary School, 6th grade. All right, I don't have too much to go over this week. Hopefully, I can keep it somewhat short. We'll see. There are four things I want to kind of go over. One is I want to remind you of where to find the work that your students will be working on this week, or at least a list that you can use to keep track of what the students are supposed to be doing this week. I want to call to your attention that we are already getting close to about halfway through the fourth quarter. It's crazy. Progress reports are going to be getting sent out next week sometime. Um, and I want to review how the restart went and is going, because really we've only done it for a week. And I want to talk about the town hall meetings for Turner very briefly. Let's start with where to find the work that your students will need to do. So, to keep tabs on or to help your students find their items that they might be looking for and saying, hey, well, what homework did you have? What do you have to do? You know, uh, we need to go to the checkoff sheet. They get a checkoff sheet every single week that tells them exactly what is expected of them by the end of the week that they need to turn in. Most of those assignments on the checkoff sheet can be found on Wonders, Think Central, Microsoft Teams, and very rarely on Flipgrid. But for the most part, that's where all the assignments are found. Now, Wonders and Think Central you would access through Clever. Microsoft Teams, we use Microsoft Teams practically daily, so the students should be able to find a lot of those assignments on Microsoft Teams under their Assignments tab. Now, Flipgrid will always have a link to it through the checkoff sheet. Flipgrid can also have links sometimes through the team's assignment. But if you're ever having trouble with Flipgrid, please send me a direct chat. Don't send me, I don't want it to come up to say, hey, I didn't know how to do this and I just decided not to do it. That just doesn't work. Sheet will look something like this. It might look just a little bit different if you're not using the actual desktop app to view the checkoff sheet. It might look a little bit bigger. Usually when you're looking at it through Teams, there will be an option up here in the top that says open in desktop app. I always like to look at it in the desktop app, but you can see here, it's broken down by day. Here's Monday. Here's all the things that they need to get accomplished on Monday, and this is the time that I've given them to get all those things done. You'll even see that on the Monday that I always put in here, finish your old work that is going to be due. These assignments right here are going to become zeros. So it's very important that we get those assignments finished. But then you can see as we go through the checkoff sheet, it is broken down by day. Tuesday, here's the assignments in this green section. These are assignments we do in class. Now, I give them time to work on them in class. It doesn't necessarily mean they're always going to finish them, but I do give them time to work on them in class. Now, there's some more here, that stuff that I want them to do at home, which is basically just reading and PE stuff. And by the way, for PE, I do want them to do a little bit of activities, like exercise activities, but also I'm asking them to do some chores around the house to help you out. So, yes, they can help fold laundry and put away the dishes. Then it's broken down by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you can see here that we have these little check boxes that you can just mark off and say, okay, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, and I'm done with this. And don't let them just say that. You should be able to click on any of these things right here. It might say control click to follow. Just push the control button and click your mouse to follow it. Otherwise, if you click it, it will take you right to where you need to go to get that assignment done. All assignments will be due Monday by 8 o'clock. The next thing, progress reports are coming soon, so let's make sure we get all those missing assignments turned in so that our grades don't look bad when it's time for progress reports to be sent out. Progress reports are supposed to be like there's like a snapshot that's taken. It's going to be taken around next Friday-ish, probably over the weekend. So we have this week and next week before the progress reports will be finalized. Now, remember, the progress report. The point of the progress report is a way of me sending a note home that's saying, "Hey, here's where your students are at this quarter, not the whole year, but this quarter. And if things don't change, most likely these are the grades they're going to wind up with. But there is still an opportunity for change. They can still affect those grades in a very positive way. So that's the point of a progress report. So I would like to go over, and I no, I just want to say thank you because the first week of school back in person was great. In regards to the students coming back, being prepared, and just sort of being there. So thank you for getting the kids to school on time, ready to go. As a reminder, I just want to ask that when the students come back in person, we want them to bring their computer. Hopefully, that's the Fresno Unified issued computer, so we don't have to worry about you getting your kids' personal computer damaged or anything like that. Fresno Unified will loan you a computer. You just have to ask. And if you're unsure about that, type in Fresno Unified Flats. There is a way for you can set up an appointment where you can just go get one. Okay. So bring the Fresno Unified computer to school every day you come in person. Also, bring a cord, a power cord. And same thing, if the power cord that you have is damaged or broken, you can get a new one. It's really cheap to get a new power cord from Fresno Unified if it's broken or busted. I also want you to make sure the kids have a bag to bring that computer in because I would hate for anything to happen to that computer traveling to and from school each day. I've encouraged the kids to actually bring a water bottle. Please make sure the water bottle has some type of lid or something to drink through. And bring a snack or lunch because honestly, I don't hate to bend the rules, but our one rule here is we have to wear a mask all day, and the only way you can get out of wearing that mask is when you're eating. So if the kids are eating lunch, they can take their mask off. But when they're not eating lunch, they have to put their mask back on. When the kids are having a snack, they can take their mask down and have a little quick snack. So that might be actually an incentive to actually bring a snack. And in the afternoon, there is a break that we have, and that would be a perfect time to have a snack because we're supposed to start having snacks in the morning session around 10:30. So they'll have time for another snack there too. All right. Oh, by the way, make sure the snack's somewhat healthy. Like no big old bag of flaming hot Cheetos, please. Sorry. Now, for those of you families who chose to have your students stay online, that's perfectly fine. It is okay for you to make that decision. I'm not going to question that at all. The one hope that I would have is that if your students are staying online, is that I hope they participate. I want them to come to class, turn on their computers, and don't just turn on their computers. I want them to be there. I want them to be a part of what we're doing. I want them to raise their hands. I want them to answer questions. I want them to be willing to participate in the class. And what I'm finding is most of the students that are online, when I ask a question, nothing. It's like crickets, silence. However, when I have the students in class, I can ask the question and I can give them the death stare, like you better answer because I can see you right here in front of me. When people are online, I can't do that, and it's much harder, especially when their cameras are off. So I'd encourage you, for those of you that are staying online, check in with your kids every once in a while. Make sure that they are on their computer where they are supposed to be and what they are doing with us, please. Lastly, town halls with Turner Elementary School, they're done. We had a good thing going there for a little while where we could actually tune in and see what was going on with our school. Eh, not anymore. They've decided to stop doing those due to lack of attendance. Probably wasn't because of my class, because I know that I had people trying to go to those every once in a while. Um, with that being said, though, I think you can still get all the information that you need from Turner's Instagram or Turner's what is it, Twitter account, or just by signing up for Peach Jar. So I encourage you to sign up for all three of those, if not just one. And lastly, if you need anything, please just ask. Don't be quiet. Don't let it sit and just simmer inside of you. Please share that with me, and I can hopefully help you out. Oh, 30 seconds left. Shh, I wasn't that short. Let's have a good week, everybody.